Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV. We are on location at the Western Fair. We're here all week. If you're around, stop by, say hi. Our show is from 5 until 6:30 live. So if you miss us today, come on down and join us tomorrow. Hey, tonight on stage is the Bare Naked Ladies, and that's 7:30, and that's at the Pizza Grandstand. So you don't want to miss that. It'll be a good show.
Get down here. You want to see it.
There you go. Something else that you want to see is a new show that we are going to be premiering here on Rogers TV, and it's called Doggy House Calls. And our good friend Melissa Millette is here from In Dogs We Trust. You're not alone. You brought Sophie once again.
I brought Sophia.
Good, Sophia. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Hope you had a good summer.
Yeah.
So you don't need our show anymore. You don't need Daytime. You got your own show now.
Thanks to Daytime and all my appearances. So I guess I owe you a thank you.
Take us through what the show's about.
The show is about visiting Londoners in their home to help them deal with the specific behavioral issues that they're experiencing. So far, we've done a Chihuahua with reactivity, aggression issues towards other dogs, fear of fireworks, and then we've done a new puppy visit. So we're going to just be dealing with all sorts of different behavioral issues and come up with solutions that people can watch and try at home. Okay,
wives at home. We're talking about dogs, not your husband that's in the doghouse and his behavioral issues.
Right.
So as you move forward throughout the show, what other types of topics are you going to cover off?
Well, we're looking to do like a variety of topics. Excitement at the door. We have some fear of men is coming up. All sorts of issues like pulling on leash we can do. We're actually holding a casting call. So we've got the next 2 dogs picked out, but we're looking for another 6 dogs. We're looking for dogs that have unique issues, fear of ceramic floors, fear of stairs, fear of men. And then we're going to...
So how much work do you do with these dogs? Because it is just one episode, it's just one 30-minute episode. How much time do you spend with these dogs to try and get them out of what they're fearing or what they're dealing with?
So all the work that we do is on film. We're not doing a lot of work. We're filming from 10:30 to 3:30. Probably about a good hour of that we're working with the dog. So you will see excellent results, but definitely not fixing right away. So what we do is we work with them, we see some excellent results, and then we give you a plan to continue working on until you see the results that you want.
And that's the important part, is that you just set up the owners, you know, this is what you can do, and if you keep working at it, it's going to get better and better.
Right. We're going to explain to why the behavioral issue came about, what you shouldn't do, and what you should do in order to fix it, and then exercises that you can work on. So if you tune in and watch, then hopefully you'll see a behavioral issue that your dog has, and then understand what solutions you can use to fix it.
What about for the dog owner? Because sometimes behavioral issues are as a result of the owner. I mean, clearly, you know what you're doing. Look at Sophia here. She's as cool as a cucumber, just chilling out. But, you know, do you address that? Because sometimes, you know, maybe we're, as the adults here and the owner, are enabling some activity.
Absolutely. We like to say, you don't get what you want, you get what you reinforce, right? And if you encourage things by allowing your dog to drag you all over the place, which I know is difficult to fix without knowing how, but if you pay attention to your dog when he's barking at you, if you open up the door to let him free when he's jumping all over the place, you're encouraging those behaviors. One of the things I like to say is that everybody thinks that it takes a lot of work to train a dog. I have 3 dogs. I'm a single mom. I have a business, and now I can happily say I have a TV show. And that takes a lot of work, but it only takes 10 minutes a day to train your dog.
And we are seeing some footage of the show right now. Premiere launch date for this show is when?
Actually tomorrow, the 14th,
nice.
At 6:30 p.m.
There you go. So right after our show, 6:30 is when Doggy House Calls premieres there.
Good lineup.
What's on the first show? What dog's on the first show?
Tater the Chihuahua that has reactivity issues towards other dogs, fear aggression.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh. Yeah, if I was a Chihuahua, I mean, they're like this big.
Really?
I'd have some anxiety issues.
You can understand where they're coming from, right?
I mean, the whole world is slightly larger, right? If you were a dog, what would you be?
I don't know. I'm not a dog. I don't know. I'd probably be, my favorite dog is a bulldog. I love bulldogs.
Yes?
I do.
So you find yourself to be stubborn
Yeah.
and you like to do your own thing?
Yeah,
okay,
that's
you
usually
can be a
me.
bulldog.
And he's chicken.
I'm a chicken. What dog's a chicken then?
What dogs do you have? You have Sophia.
Yes, I have 3 very different dogs. I have Sophia, a black Labrador Retriever that came from the Humane Society. I have a Boston Terrier, so I've got that terrier spunky little attitude, and a German Shepherd that came from All Breed Canine Rescue. So we have all areas covered: the herding dog, the terrier, and the retriever, the want to please retriever.
There has to be some breeds that are easier to train, essentially, right? Can you name off a few?
Yeah, I would lean towards the retriever because they're bred to retrieve for us. That's their entire job, is to pick up something and bring it to us, retrieve us a duck. If you look at like a hound, I would say they're on the harder side because their job is to catch a scent and ignore everything and follow the scent until they find it. So when you're training a hound, they might say, excuse me, I've caught a scent. Let me just check this out. I'll be with you in a minute. So the hound and obviously the bulldog is quite a difficult.
Very stubborn, like me.
Right,
So now, Melissa, I know you're going to have a lot of tips throughout the show. If there was one tip that you could focus in on for dog owners, what would it be?
One tip. I would start with puppies, and I would start with socialize and train before the issues start. Tater that we had yesterday has already been through 2 rounds of training with me. Doesn't take much for a Chihuahua to learn to have fear aggression because they're so small. But the modification of the behavior happened a lot faster because the dog had previous training. So start training early.
All right. Any tips to train this bulldog?
You know what? You get what you reinforce.
Yeah,
so we can only encourage. We
Do you need
praise.
a
We
Scooby
can tell them
snack?
what.
Yeah. If you keep feeding me, I'll be nicer.
Just behave. Melissa, thank you so much. Best of luck with the show.
Thank
It is
you.
called Doggy House Calls, and you can see it right here on Rogers TV at 6:30 tomorrow. All right, speaking of dogs, it is time now to take a look at our pet of the day. Look at the puppy dog eyes on 8-month-old Aria. For more information on adopting Aria, head to the website, ourfontario.com.